This is for the haters, doubters, naysayers, and non-believers. The Pucks Out Here podcast.
Christian, he asked, does Reebok need to retro the G3 G-Unit sneaker or let sleeping dogs lie? Obvious answer here is let the fucking, first of all, the reason you probably asked this, or maybe it was before this, but it reminds me, I just saw Latrell fucking Sprewell post the spinner joint, the spinner Dada Supreme, which let me just tell you, classic shoe, classic innovative technology for the time. Just insanity, dude. Like, who the fuck? Yo, man, whoever designed that, we got to get him on the pod ASAP, bro. We got to get him on the Zoom. Man, I may even fly to whoever the fuck that was, okay? Because that's a fucking classic shoe, man. People hate on it like it's, like, funny. Like, shut the fuck up. They had an all-chrome. First of all, Dada Supreme. Hold on, man. Dada Supreme in general was such a fucking, like, hard-ass brand. I remember I posted them, like, recently, and my homie was like, dude, you're embarrassing us. I was like, hold on, embarrassing us? What do you mean you're embarrassing us? It's a fucking classic shoe, okay? You remember fucking opening up East Bay, opening up East Bay magazines that you would get, right? And you would open these motherfuckers, and it would just, you would flip to a page, and it would just be the whole thing, front to bottom, every fucking color, two-toned, Dada Supreme, fucking patent leather. I don't even know what the model is called, but everybody, it's not the Chris Webber. That's also a banger. But yeah, they just had like orange, and then they had the wood grain. Like, they were thinking so crazy and innovative at that time that I mean, you look back on it and it's purely like a nostalgia thing, right? It's like a thing set in time. But it's just cool and fun. Like, why would you not? Like, people hate on us. Like, dude, Dada Supreme, like, fun brand, you know? And people, like, hate on these brands because they just, like, turn into, like, you know, some crackhead wearing it on the street, you know what I'm saying? So you don't resonate with how important it was, maybe. But yeah, so anyway, he said, did the G, but put me on a spiel, but he said, does the G unit need to come back? Fuck no. First of all, I'm a snob in this like a collector vibe, like in the sense of like, if I have something and I know like nobody is really gonna have this, it's not gonna be accessible. This came out 20 years ago. If I fucking stood up and put any poundage, this thing would goddamn blow out like a fucking birthday cake. Okay, like it could if you cooked it. I mean, just, you know what I mean. Let's just keep it real. So I love those type of shoes. So when I see like some coming back, and just fucking kills it, man. And anytime any of these nostalgic look, we like a G-Unit sneaker because it's nostalgic, okay? A G-Unit sneaker came out in 2000 and what, 3-4, and I didn't so in 2010 I wasn't looking at the G-Unit sneaker like it was dope. Okay, but 20 years later, I'm like, yo, this is fucking insane. You just like, that's just how maybe nostalgia works, or at least for me. So, like, yeah, so just don't bring the shit back. Fuck no. I don't think they will. I mean, and honestly, do people want that? Like, this ain't a goddamn salamander shoe or whatever the fuck, salamanders. Your goddamn salamanders. Them goddamn salamander shoes you'll be wearing. Hookah bookas. Had to graduate to that black coffee. You know about that savage shit. Anyway, but yeah, it's like, do people, that would just be a disaster. First of all, the only people that would cop something like that, I remember I had my homie that owns a skate shop told me one of the brands that came back, he had said, yo, it's not gonna sell, it's gonna be gone in a year, like, you know, and it's exactly what happened. But he's like, kids that are young enough and buying shit that, you know, makes things cool, they don't even grasp it. And then The only people that really grasp are like old motherfuckers like me, or like 33, like 40, 45, like old motherfuckers. So that shit really just doesn't hit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and any of these like smaller brands, their understanding of nostalgia, like, is so bad because, like, and one, for example, like, uh, like they try to they realize like you get some internet steam or memes and people like, oh, people fucking all of a sudden they realize that we uh have a brand, or have a that we made these shirts and people are resonating with them, and they're like, oh, well, let's fucking bring this shit back, and it just doesn't hit. And then you see the shit sitting in fucking packs on at the mall, and there's goddamn nothing worse at all. So yeah, I would say definitely don't fucking, and that comes off so desperate too. Like Fubu's another one, dude. Stop. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, by the way, Spreewell, you're lying, by the way. Well, to go back to the first point, Spreewell, you're lying. That shoe is not coming out, my boy. There's no fucking way. Is that even a brand anymore? I may have to look it up, but there's no way. If they are a brand, they're doing exactly what I'm talking about. The fucking weird nostalgia, the weird nostalgia shit. So, but yeah, and it's like, dude, if we like something, we can't really explain why. Like, I can't really explain really why I love the G Unit sneaker, why I love the S dot sneaker. That's another one. I saw Jay-Z trying to, like, he was like rocking like that in the Super Bowl last year. People were like, oh, is he coming? Is he gonna come out with they're making new ones or whatever? I think they made him like 12 pair or whatever. It's like, dude, no, no. This is just, that would just be a bad idea. Just let me be this weird dude who has like G units and S dots and fucking. I saw this S dot sample. It's like my fucking grail, dude. It's a Young Jeezy S dot sample, and it has the fucking snowman on the back. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. I think I saw them for sale at one point. They even say like 4 G's. They're insane, dude. I saw them for like a band at one point. If I had a band, I would definitely cop that. But yeah, and another thing, like the quality, like the quality, like of a G Unit sneaker or something like the and one, Jack, something like that. It's like these brands, they had quality back then. When they bring it back, everything is all about like, cheap shit now. Like, how can we make the most shit and sell the most shit at the cheapest fucking rate for us? So it's like the quality's not even gonna really be there. You know what I mean? So yeah, don't bring any fucking G Unit sneaker back. Bring back you got Reebok, man. Hey, Reebok, I don't want to ever see another question ever. You've put out enough. I got an Allen Iverson tattoo, and I know that there's 120 pairs I can't name because you've put that many out. So, word to Reebok, if anyone's listening. Doubt it. Is anyone listening at all, first of all? But yeah, cut the shit with that. Reebok, that's another, like, so the bigger brands know how to do it right because they just can do it, right? Like a Nike bringing back shoes, or Adidas, whatever. Like when they retro things, their whole brand is kind of built off that for whatever. So, or part of it, whatever. I don't know. So they can do that. But yeah, Reebok, man, Reebok has such a fucking slew of archive. I know Iverson and Shaq got it, and Shaq, he's a Papa John spokesman, so I'm sure his mindset is really cool and creative when it comes to what the fuck is going on. What the fuck does Shaq know now? Okay, Shaq was cool back in the day. He's a fucking, stop. But AI, man, he may have some vision, but yeah, shout out Reebok. Don't make good looking shoes, but terrible comfortableness. But yeah, don't bring any fucking shoes back like that. We don't want it. I'm gonna be on my snob shit. I only want to be the one. Let me be different. Let me be fucking on this island by my goddamn self. All right, fuck. Oh man, this is a good one. The homie, the homie uncommon Ryan _Ryan. He asked a doozy. He said, just get straight to the point. Why is Uncle Boof a bitch? And you're gonna have to take that up with Uncommon Ryan if you got a problem with that. Look, for many reasons, honestly, but he's not the biggest bitch. But here's the thing, man. This is some local vibe, you know. Big Pucky is not a local cat, okay? He's a global cat. Uh, I'm too global for a flat earth. Straight up. Too global for it. You know what I'm saying? You boys have never been outside of the 937. So before I even start this story, know that. Okay. But yeah, so many of you, I don't know if you follow me or if you come into this podcast, you probably have seen like me fucking post mad shit about a that I hate this restaurant here in Dayton called the Ugly Duckling, right? It's a, if you could call it that, it's a fucking goddamn internet fucking dump. But anyway, so um in 2020, I'm gonna just tell you that story, man. So in like 2021, man, I started like coming outside, right? And like what I mean by that was like we were just getting out of the pandemic, and I'm like in the mood to just be a social motherfucker. I don't know why. I don't have it in me now. But at that time I was like, yo, let me just be out in the streets, right? Whatever. So me and my homie who had a brand at the time, and my other homie who had like a pancake mix at the time, and they kind of did that together, whatever. But basically, it was like I had a homie that was named Zach that had a fucking Hooligan Tribe brand, and then a streetwear brand, right? So we was on the same wave. And then I had a homie named Boof, Uncle Boof, which I don't understand. I don't know the name. I think boofing is like putting drugs up your ass. Uncle drug up the ass, boy. Uncle Boof looking ass. But anyway, so what I was trying to say was we all he had the pancake mix, but he treated it like streetwear, and he was kind of this he's kind of this you know, weed internet kind of cat, right? So we all were like cool or whatever, and we all kind of had our own thing going on, but I started to be out like in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Downtown vibes, little downtown boy. Now downtown Dayton, you know, whatever, but I was, you know, in it. So we start kind of bubbling, doing things. My homies doing pop ups, and they're throwing parties, and it's kind of like this. I don't want to. It was like my crew. These were like my two best friends. Uncle Booth, Zach, Hooligan Tribe, Pancake Boy. Okay, that's what my grandma called it. And so we're kicking it, we're having fun. I'm really like I built my brand off like the internet mostly. You know what I mean? Because like I told you, global. But at this time I was like, people were showing me a lot of love, and I just felt a fake ass sense of community. So I was out in the streets, and I was, doing pop-ups, and, promoting my brand with these stupid fucking tape. I mean, it was just, we were doing this whole team effort thing. We're always out on the weekends, right? Doing our thing, whatever. It was always an event just downtown happening. We were doing some shit, right? This was 2021. My homie was throwing blunts and brunches. We were doing that. I mean, we were just like, it was having a good fucking time. And just, it felt like there was some creatives outside of us, and, all these other people that were bubbling and doing these things, and just felt a good sense of community at the time. Okay. Frauds. Then, so I'm in the scene, I'm out, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And you gotta understand, I'm mostly like a loner cat. So like this, when I get like, in this group per se, it was like, my first time really, like I said, feeling a sense of community. That's gonna be the goddamn name of this pod. Sense of commute. But so we are, whatever, and then all of a sudden they hook me up with this girl, right? And this girl's not my type. This girl's not my style. Like, I don't, not that anything was wrong with her, but it just wasn't me. Like, I just was like, whatever. And I'm just living my life. I don't want to try to think about girls. Like, you have to understand, when you're in a wheelchair, bro, especially me, like, I don't think girls even look at me, dog. Like, I don't even think they look my way. If they do look my way, they're like, and they think that you can't fucking get your goddamn, peck hard, which is, you know what I mean? They think like the craziest shit, right? So I don't even approach women, really. I really don't. So this chick started approaching me. She's like 10 years older than me, right? So, but she's like a fan of my homie's brand. All this, right? So then she knows about my brand and she knows about pancakes. So she knew about like the group kind of thing. And uh so she starts coming on to me, right? And I'm like, I can't lie, man. I can't lie, chat. I'm telling her like, yo, no, I don't want a girl. Like, I'm good. Like, I don't. She's trying to. She's trying to bring me medicine to the crib, trying to weasel her way into the crib, like all this thing. I'm like, dude, try to tell her up front. I'm dirty, motherfucker. I am gross. I fucking don't like. I don't want a girl. I'm crazy as hell. I'm bad at this. I do not want to do this at all, right? And then I started thinking to myself, and I'm like, "Yo, man, when you're in this wheelchair, and it's like the wheelchair is such a fucking vision, such a filter for everything. It's terrible. But when you get this fucking, when you think about this, and you start dating a girl or whatever, and you think, damn, man, this is like when you're in a wheelchair, like I told you, you may not ever have a girl hit you up again. You may not ever have a girl that's ever gonna like holler at you. So you think to yourself, dang, this may be the only chance I get. You know, this is 29 years old, never having a girlfriend ever, never experiencing it, never being in a relationship, nothing, bro. 40-year-old virgin vibe, right? So eventually I just give, right? Like, and I'm like, all right, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I got the homies. They're all like, oh, wheelchair guy, man, go for it, man. And she's all like, go for it, you know, like, and I really want to date this guy. You know what I mean? So we start dating or whatever. And it's fucking terrible. When I tell you I hated every minute of this fucking situation, I cannot begin to tell you. But I was under the impression like I'm with my homies. I'm in this communal group and people are knowing what's up and that locally, like I gotta just, just stick with it, like whatever. So we would, the relationship goes on for, the whole year of 2022. I turned 30 and, she's there and it's just, and I'm looking at my life like, what the fuck is going on? And she would come over and I remember one time she would tell me like, yo, like, I don't give me that look. And I was like, what's the look? And she's like, that's the give me going to go home look. That's the you want me to go home look. And I was like, oh wow, I can't even hide it in my face. Because she was correct. That was exactly what I was feeling at the time. So I was like, get the fuck out of here. But yeah, I just loved when she dipped, man. Like, she would come over and I would just be like, I can't wait to be alone, chilling, back with my dog, smoking weed, fucking door dashing, fucking working on designs, working on clothes. Like, get the fuck out of here. And I started to learn a lot about myself at that time, which we'll get to. So at this time, she starts to gain a weird, odd relationship with the homie Zach, who is my best friend at the time and has the Hooligan Tribe brand, right? And she just starts to gain like a weird friendship in general with the whole friend group that I was in. And I was like, all right, whatever. It was all outside of me. And then we start going to trip. This is what I fuck, dude. You look back at like relationships and you're like, what the fuck what I was doing? I would go to weekly trivia night. What kind of normie, boring ass, goddamn Caucasian, Yakubian bullshit is that? Weekly? That's your weekly highlight? Is fucking trivia and arrogance? I don't know goddamn one answer that this motherfucker is at. I don't know one question. Is it about rap? Is it about fucking hoes? Is it about fly shit? Is it about, you know what I mean? No, it's not. So I don't know. God damn. But yeah, so but you look back at that, and you're like, what the fuck is going on here? So he would come to that and she would pick him up solo. And it just got weird. And I realized, it was like a bad marriage, right? When I started dating this girl, it started to go south quickly. We would fight everywhere we went. We would fight in the morning on the phone. It would just be constant, bro. Not to mention these people are complete alcoholics. We'll talk about that at a different on the web, bro. So I'm dating this fucking chick. It's going terrible. I'm starting to have some turmoil with my homie Zach because he just got left by his girl. because he's like 33 with fucking goddamn roommates and no car. And he starts to get a little weird, you know what I'm saying? And he's helped with my brand, right? He's taking pics with my brand, helping with orders, seeing that it's really like a brand that, I don't know, get some fucking orders, get some movement going. And all right, so I'm learning that this ride to trivia is really just a bitch session about me. And they're both bonding on how much that I annoy them and like the things I do, my behavior and my patterns and that, and just a bunch of bullshit. It's like, dude, I'm not married, bitch. What the fuck? So that gets a little weird. Then she randomly in the middle of this relationship, this is huge, cops this man a pair of Stray Rats New Balance. You guys ever seen Stray Rats New Balance? Fucking fire shit. I think it was like one, I don't know which one. They've had a lot of them. Shout out to Miami. Shout out Stray Rat. Shout out Coops. Everybody down in Miami, man. Andrew, Skate Shop, motherfucking, who else? Supreme. Definitely fuck Felt, though. Definitely gonna smack the fuck on when I see him. Anyway, so, hey, bro, where was I? Fuck, man, I smoked too much. Okay, so it's going bad. She buys him the Stray Rats. So then I'm just really at my end with this shit, bro. I'm like, I gotta get rid of this girl. And every day I'm thinking and plotting about how the fuck do I get rid of this chick and keep my friends and keep everything going, because I knew something was gonna turn or get weird. I didn't know what it was, but I knew when I dumped this chick, it was about to get sus, right? So one night she's like, oh, nobody wants to do anything. I wish you were doing something. And I was like, look, I finally had it. I was like, yo, I don't want to do this. I never wanted to do this in the beginning. If you remember from the beginning, I was saying, no, please leave me alone. I'm crazy. I don't want to do this. I don't want to get involved in this. I have too many problems. Leave me alone. Fucking classic song. So I'm like, get the fuck out of here. So, goddamn, I gotta speed this shit up. So I do that. My friends instantly turn on me, bro. And she gets weird. And I start thinking in my head, I made a mistake. I'm like, oh shit. So then I start missing the girl and being on some weird sad shit. And everyone's like, wait a minute, you hate my caregiver, right? He's looking at me like, you hated this girl when you dated her. This girl would play Billie Eyelash in the goddamn fucking Honda, and I would want to open up my button in the Honda. She not the fucking blue eyes, blue. And why is every Billie fucking Eyelash song like that? Every Billie Bob Eyelash song does not have a tone louder than what I'm speaking. It's like, know your friends, know your friends. You're a bad guy, and I'm a fucking bitch. Also, she has sex with her brother, for sure. It's not even a question. Like, what are we doing? Watch one interview. Secondly, anyway, what's his name? Thaddeus Jones. I learned a lot about Billy Bob Eyelash dating this fucking bitch. But so when she would play Billy Bob Eyelash at the aux, I want to open up the button in my Honda, the automatic button on I-75, and it goes zzz, zzz, and I want to turn my chair on. I want to go full speed out that motherfucker. Okay. So my caregiver was like, what are you doing? Like, this girl, like, you hated this girl. So I'm under this weird shit or whatever. Well, I finally start getting, my homies, we start hanging out again and everything starts kind of fizzling back out. This girl fucking disappears from what I thought. And I, I start to feel better, right? And so whatever. Well, then this third weird fucking dude comes in, and then they all decide, like, obviously the friendship's weird now. We're cool, but it's not as close. They're not throwing the parties like they used to. The homie's not doing his brand like he used to, At this time, they're really nitpicking my life. Young Booth like a Coach Carter looking ass 40-year-old trying to tell me how to live my fucking life type shit. I hate that. I hate a motherfucker that's sitting in the same bleachers as you trying to tell you. And but anyway, so then they get this bright idea to open this restaurant called the Ugly Duckling. All right. Now I'm like, all right, whatever. It's cool. They got the cool logo. I love branding. I love that kind of vibe. Treating anything like a, creative streetwear kind of project is cool. So I'm like, I'm going to support them. Whatever. They're my dogs. So they open up this restaurant. They get this place that's literally a fucking crack den. It looks like a crack den from the outside. There's probably 1,000 people that read this shit online or saw the fucking pictures on, like, they're real big on fucking Instagram because they're really some IG internet motherfuckers, right? They fucking pull up to this place and they're like, what the fuck is going on? I'm turning around immediately. This looks like fucking motherfuckers are doing heroin, literally. There was an apartment upstairs, literally. Like, that's how bad this spot was. I was just like, whatever, dog. Like, they got it. They made it look dope inside, right? They had the artwork, which is really what they were trying to do the whole time, right? Just based off artwork, arty fucking bullshit, not meat and potatoes. And I don't mean that in a food sense. I mean that in like a substance sense. So they have this restaurant. It's going whatever. And I'm kicking it on the reg there, right? I'm like, all right, I'm drinking coffee. All the little Dayton fucking socialites are coming. See, I'm still in the Dayton socialite vibe here, right? I'm still thinking Dayton's a cool place. I'm liking people. It's whatever. And the girl that I had dated has disappeared from my life for the most part. So I'm kicking it at this spot. It's my diner, right? Diner vibes, right? Coming in, drinking, talking to Booth, talking to Zach. So, you know what I mean? Or whatever. And I shit you not, one day I come in to kick it, and my ex-girl is working behind the fucking counter. Okay? I'm like, what's going on here? It's a place that I kick it on the reg, like 3-4 times a week. Post on the reg. I'm not a influencer. I don't have influence. I don't have a lot of followers, none of that. But motherfuckers definitely look at my shit and definitely went to that fucking shithole because of your boy. There's definitely people out there that would not know about the Ugly Duckling if it wasn't for the big Puckling. All right? You wouldn't even know that this shithole exists unless you saw it on Big Pucky's fucking story. So, I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man? So I dip, and I'm instantly like, fuck these motherfuckers, right? Me and Booth still kind of stay cool, but I'm like, yo, what's up? You couldn't tell me? Like, obviously, this isn't my spot, right? I don't own this spot. I don't work this spot. I have no money in this spot, but you are my friends. Everybody knows that you guys are my friends, and everybody knows I come in here on the reg. How could you do that? How could you not run that? How could you not think like, yo, man, that's kind of shitty. Our boy Puck, like, he probably doesn't want to see his ex-girl working at a goddamn place that he fucking is at on the reg. Snakes in the grass, period. So I'm like, fuck these dudes, right? So I don't kick it, whatever. Well, I shit you not, chat. They get a little note. Hey, man, the building, we condemning this shithole. Get the fuck out of here. You're losing the shit. So now they got to find a new spot. So they find a new spot, but they don't have the guap for it because they've been open for 6 months and not saved any type of nothing because they're fucking alcoholic dipshits. Okay? You motherfuckers hating on Big Pucky. What have you done? What have you done? Okay? Anyway, so, man, it's a long one, right? People are probably like, hey, man, we don't give a fuck. You talk about shoes at this point? Like, yo, what the fuck? So they can't afford the spot, right? I shit you not. They go on GoFundMe. I wake up the next morning. It's nothing but GoFundMe reposts all over the goddamn place. Help us just stay with the community. And basically, they were like raising 18, I don't know what the 15 bands or some fucking stupid to have to open this new spot, right? They made it in 24 hours, but they went on GoFundMe. GoFundMe, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. Anybody that knows me, I am a motherfucker. I don't give a fuck what you think. I get it out the mud, period, dog. I would starve to death and go live in the fucking woods and with a blanket and my dog before I ever in a million years went on a goddamn GoFundMe. GoFundMe is for motherfuckers that are dying, that have cancer, that their house burned down, that they just got in a car wreck. We're talking about life-threatening injuries, not your stupid little fucking diner tater tot drink. So they get the money and they open a spot. Everything, I'm living life. I'm really, I hate these motherfuckers, right? It's burning inside me. I'm not talking to any of them, but I'm still a little bit on the dating social life, and I'm still, you know, not bothering them, right? Which is, if you know me, that's grade A, right? So then the summer comes and they're doing all these pop ups at these fucking places I go. Great, right? So I gotta see these stupid fucking dumb dicks, right? Well, then the cat goes, the cat keeps asking me, he sees me that I don't like, that I haven't talked to in like 6 months. They know I don't fuck with him. He goes, yo, you want a burger? Yo, you want a burger? Hey man, why don't you want a burger? I'm like, yo, don't talk to me and stop asking me if I want a fucking burger. Okay. Next event, same shit. You want a burger? Why you scared? Why you want a burger? So I texted. I texted my ex girl. I said, hey, tell your fucking boyfriend to stop fucking texting me or stop asking me if I want a burger. Okay. I don't want no fucking burger. I would never support you stupid motherfuckers ever. Now at this point, it's not a public thing. It's just me and then whatever, right? So then after I do that, he starts blowing my phone up talking about, hey man, fuck you. You don't know shit, bro. Like you're so delusional. Stop being a little bitch. I said, so I'm like, hey man, I've been waiting for this moment. I've been waiting for this moment. At this time, I said, fuck you, bitch. You ride a bike. Because the motherfucker rides a bike. He sold his whip and rides a bike all year round. And he does not live in a downtown area. He acts like he's this downtown motherfucker. He's not, bro. He fucking rides a bike. How you 33 and ride a bike trying to talk to me about anything? Bro. The boy's getting heated right now. So I start going off, right. So when I'm going off on a motherfucker, I got rules, right? In the sense of I'm not about to body shame the motherfucker. I'm not about to talk about things that they can't help. You know what I'm saying? A disability, race, whatever, right? We're not about to do that unless you do it to me. And then I'm really unloading the clip. I'm not even hitting the button. I'm doing it myself. Okay. So this motherfucker says, why don't you fucking ride a bike in the first place at all, motherfucking, right? So I'm like, yo, da-da-da. So then I start going off. We get heated, right? Well, then it's like a heated battle, right? Of these two motherfuckers that hate each other, right? That have just really, like, for 2 years, it's really just boiled up in both of us, and we were just fucking done. It was a heated fucking battle, both going back and forth. Well, I had referenced something about a person that had died, but I didn't reference it in a making fun way. Should I have referenced it? I shouldn't even have referenced it in the first place. But I didn't even do it in a response of maliciousness or anything, right? This dude screenshots this text out of, first of all, it's a personal convo. This is a personal conversation. What are you doing? Are you a female posting screenshots of their boyfriend talking about, you know what I mean? What the fuck? So he posted a screenshot where it looks like I'm making fun of somebody that died. Straight up. That's what it looks like. So now the shitstorm really comes my way, bro. I'm seeing everybody from Dayton no fuck with me, right? I'm seeing everybody turn on me. Everybody hit my phone threatening me. Da, 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 da. So I'm trying to tell this motherfucker, like, hey, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you posting on the net? Like, this is a personal conversation. I'm still not posting nothing like about our conversation on the net. I probably saying like fuck them, but I'm definitely not posting like any type of maliciousness. So this motherfucker puts that, right? Well, then the next day, he puts a t-shirt for sale, and it's Calvin pissing on Off the Road. Oh, well. You like that? I dropped that coffee like I'm gonna drop these motherfuckers when I see him. So he makes his Calvin shirt, and I'm out here seeing people rock it. Look, man, if you speak about the brand, you gotta die. There's really no way around it. If you speak bad on the brand, you gotta die. You gotta die. You got some flies in there. That's nice out, man. Hey, I know y'all were peeping last time. Like, hey, man, does this dude got a trash can sitting right next to him? But yeah, so he makes this tea, and basically, so this tea really is the end all be all for me, right? It's a no turn back. And then I see like my homie Boof wearing it, which is crazy. And I see all these dating people who now don't like me because they think I said something about a dead homie of theirs that I don't even know. And now everybody's rocking the t-shirt, is fuck all whatever, fuck me, posting about me, all this, right? And I'm like, man, what the fuck? So yeah, that's just what we got going on. And now the tea is still on sale, and they fucking still be making these goddamn wheelchair jokes. And now they open their new spot and they're doing this and that. And it's like, yeah, I be talking shit to these motherfuckers because I'm like, y'all got a shirt on sale that is dissing my brand. Fuck y'all. Here's what drives me insane too. It's like when you are hating on motherfucker and they're on some like saying things to you that they don't even have their life together. Like, bro, these motherfuckers are alcoholic bums. Talking about, that now when they talk about shit to me, they say, oh, you piss your pants, da da da. Motherfucker, I be probably, have I took a couple pissers in the bridges every now and then? No. Have some pisses got in the bridges before? Yes, because I'm out here drinking with you assholes. I don't drink. I have hung out with these motherfuckers in over 2 years. I've probably had like 3 drinks since. Not that I'm trying to not. I just don't do it. You be with these motherfuckers. My ex, oh my God, alcoholic. This bitch was 40 years old, living in her parents' attic, talking about I need to get my priorities straight. It was just the most insane, intense thing. This woman literally almost turned me homosexual. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. That's how bad it's got. And now I'm at the point with girls. She really taught me a lot because now I'm at the point with girls that I in my life right now, would never want to ever be involved with a girl right now. I would never want to talk to a girl, text a girl on the reg that have them come over on the reg, me go over there on the reg. I have to see, talk to it. Nothing. No, 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 no. She turned me off of that completely. Completely. No fucking thank you. No thank you. But yeah, so basically my whole goal now is just I have to destroy this fucking place, man. We gotta destroy this place. And I was gonna sit here and read all the fucking negative Google reviews that they got, but they think that they're popping so much that they blame me for the Google reviews. There's literally one right here that says, go ahead, let's read it. It says, the wait, and first I put a bullet name on all my bullets, as you can see. The wait is ridiculous. The food is awful. It is way overpriced. They don't offer decaf coffee. The servers are unkept and rude. Don't waste your money or time. Lifelong Daytonian. Worst restaurant I have been to. You have been warned. It literally says Austin Puckett, I would appreciate it if you quit harassing us. You haven't even been to our restaurant. First of all, I didn't write that. I wrote like one a long time ago saying that they're all trash and I'd smacked them all. Then I deleted it because they put it on fucking Instagram talking about, oh, he's harassing. Bitch, ain't no fucking harassing. Y'all got a shirt pissing on my brand talking about harassment. Look, man, my lifelong goal now is to destroy this fucking restaurant, okay? This restaurant's gotta go. These dudes have said the craziest shit to me, and it's time to go. Now, I've been plotting for a year over it. I haven't really came up with anything yet. But we will destroy these bum ass motherfuckers, man. I hate it, and I'll tell you another thing. I look back and I think of how gross my Dayton socialite era was. These local people, you get in this local fucking shit bubble, and you think that you're fucking going that everybody thinks like you, that this is your world. So when you run into a motherfucker that doesn't like me, you think everybody doesn't like me. It don't work like that. And then they be talking about, oh, we're going to throw you out the chair. Y'all are not doing shit. Please pull up to the crit. I'm on the loose in Dayton, baby. I'm on the loose. Find me. But yeah, man, it's the Pucks Out Here fucking podcast, the realest to ever fucking do it.
Broadcasting live from Dayton, Ohio. It's the Pucks Out Here podcast.
Where do you see OTR in 10 years? This is from the homie P. Shout out P, man. Really good artist from US from Dayton that I fuck with. But where do I see Off the Rope in 10 years? I see it over and done with. To be honest, I don't say that in a negative term, but I just, 10 years, first of all, is a long time. We've already been around 9. And there's so many great things about this brand. Your boy, I ain't learned geography in class. I learned geography off the brand because I'd be looking at the orders. This Arizona, I'll be looking at this Maine, New Mexico, Texas, where have you done it? Have you ever been outside the 937? You fucking Kettering boys, you know who I'm talking about. Okay? You haven't. You're not like Big Pucky. Stop. Anyway, but the brand has brought me, a lot of things, but mostly it's brought me, like, not to be corny, but I just met like a lot of cool people that are like-minded, that are into the same shit, that realize, like, to just see my brand all the way through. And that's been like a really cool experience, but there's also been like a really bad side to it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's 9 years and it's kind of like almost a mirror of also some failures. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of baggage when you have a brand that's already 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that I could have been better at and, have not, that or things that I'm doing now and year 9 that should have been done in like year 2, 3, 4. You know what I mean? Like, so, that being one thing, but I just, I could have moved on to cut. So I could have moved on to different things that we are moving on to now and kind of make this the lifestyle brand that I want to. And that's what we're, I don't have any, look, man, I have ideas and concepts that I could go for another fucking 10 years. I really could. I mean, I am so passionate about the brand. It comes like a easy thing. Like I fuck with it hard, dude. Like I love it so much. But yeah, I failed a lot with orders. Like I've taken so long for people to get orders. That's an embarrassing process, and that weighs on you like a goddamn, stone, bro. Like that is not fun. So, Yeah, I would just say like definitely not around. I would hope that I'm doing something, in gear, or maybe I'm not. Sometimes I think about this is all fucking stupid as fuck. I think I feel guilt. I feel guilt that I go on social media. I feel guilt that I have fucking YouTube. I feel guilt that I want to be into sneakers. I feel guilt that I feel guilt that I'm just not in the wilderness picking nuts and with no phone. That's like where in my head, like that's where like the zenned out peace shit is. But I don't know, man. But yeah, and some brands aren't like built for that. You know what I mean? Like I think I've seen a lot of brands, you know what I mean? They'll last for 10 years or longer, but then that, they'll be in stores that are fucked or they've gotten sold to, a bigger corporation and now, they're in a store that you would have never thought and you would never buy clothes from the store. And now the brand is lame to you. So yeah, but yeah, not in a negative sense, but definitely gone and done. For sure. Definitely want to talk about this Diddy trial, man. Or wow. I don't really give a fuck too much about it, to be honest with you. Um, the boys, everybody's freaky. All right, everybody in this situation is having some freaky ass sex. But I did want to pay attention to Cuddy because I knew Diddy blew up this motherfucker's car, right? So I'm like, yeah, Cuddy. So I'm like, hey man, Kid Cuddy has not had this much pub since Man on the Moon Volume 1. Literally. Like he's like, whoa, what the fuck, man? But he comes out with the outfit, the leather jacket, I'm such a Cuddy guy, right? Like in the sense of like, I'm definitely one of those motherfuckers that like Cuddy saved my life, right? Like your music saved my life. Like it was just the time period, like my junior, senior year, when his album he was debuting, and then I grew with him in a volume 2. Then we slowly started to fade to now not even being able to name a song in probably 10 years. And then I also see him do like his brand and shit is like really weird. Like, why are you trying to do like a brand? Like, I don't know, but like, but let me tell you something. Kid Cudi from 2007 when he was working at like the Bape store to like 2011 when he was like dark and you know, Man on the Moon Volume 2, he's just super dark on cocaine type shit. That is the Cudi that is so special to me that he will always be in my top 5 favorite artists just for that era alone. Just for that era alone. Um, yeah, man. So, and Cudi was he was the flyest rapper, bro. Other than Kanye, Cudi it was the flyest. He really was, dog. But he came out with the leather jacket, you know what I mean, and he had the smokes. And usually I'd be like, this is some try hard shit, but it looks so fly, I couldn't even visually deny it. I'm like, this looks so cool. I'm not even about to visually deny what's going on here. But so he comes out, you know what I mean. But like, look, man, I love he said he mentioned Chip. It's like I was like, only a certain amount of people. He's like my friend Chip. I'm like, oh shit, not King Chip, Chip the Ripper. Okay, I don't know fucking King Chip songs, but I do know fucking some Chip the Ripper songs. Ohio legend, Cleveland legend. Shout out Chip. But man, he blew up the card, man. It's like I'm thinking we're just watching like a story of true love, man. Cassie and Diddy, man. I think we're just watching a story of true love, bro. And the story of true love is not pretty, man. Okay? Diddy blowing up a car, you may look at it this way. I look at it kind of as a dedicated boyfriend showing, hey, this is how much I love you. I will blow this motherfucker's Porsche up in his goddamn, okay? Then he's in his crib, literally walking around his crib, taking your dog and putting the goddamn dog in him, locking the dog up. I had to kill bro, dog. I would have had to kill Diddy off rip. I had to like you blow up the whip, blow up the crib, but you fuck with the dog. Nah, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna come for your head. I'm gonna come for the dumb piece on that. But yeah, man, that is crazy, crazy shit. Shout out to Cuddy. Shout out to Cuddy for sure. The verdict, I don't really know. I don't really know where I'm at. I don't know a lot enough, and I can't listen to academics long enough to even know what the fuck is really the details of it. I know Diddy's crazy. I know he like nut on his nips. That's insane. And liking nut on your nips is actually I don't really want to kink shame now that I think of it. I really don't want to. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if they got Diddy. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I know he looks like a demon though, bro. Oh my god, this guy's a fucking demon, man. But look, man, on this day, OTD, the OTD segment. I think we're a few days past it, but so 22 years since Bron signed to Nike, man. Now I know there's a lot of facts here that I'm going to leave out that I don't know about. The homie Sneaker Dave, who I grew up, with. He's older than me, but I grew up around him. My time period here in Ohio, Southern Ohio, hanging out at corporate all the time, and he would always tell me LeBron's line is the best basketball line, other than Jordan Brand. So I DM'd him yesterday, and I was like, "Is this still true?" He's like, "Correct." I was like, "Well, then I guess." But yeah, LeBron, man. So he signed into Nike. I remember, dude, at this time, I was in 5th grade, right? And I remember getting like, this was the first time that you really like, or in my lifetime, I saw like a high school player. Like Kobe was in the league, but I wasn't really like uh comprehending what was going on. This was like I was 5th grade. This dude's going to the NBA from high school. His high school was in Ohio. And at the time, I was like, Ohio. Now, let me just tell you how far where Akron from Dayton is. Everybody thinks like, oh, you're from Cleveland. Dude, Akron and Cleveland are like completely north. I'm talking 3-4 hours. Dayton is completely south by like Kentucky vibes, right? So like, no. But I remember like him just seeing him like rock these kicks like of other brands at the time. Like all the other brands were sending him different heat. And two that really stick out and everyone is the patent leather green pro model that were the same Vincent St. Mary colors, which is just a fire color combo in general, the green and the gold. But he would have the patent leather shell toe joints, and those were fucking incredible. And then he had the T-Mac St. Vincent St. Mary's with his number on the back. I mean, dude, these brands were just lacing him like, come to our shit, come to our shit. I think he had some Iversons. I know he played in the Questions. I know he played in the Kobe too. Like, this guy had some E in high school, dude. Like, I can't imagine. I look back and think how immature and unaware of the world I was at 18. I really could not. That is so good. They do not let people go to the league straight out of high school. That was really fucked up now that I think of it. That is not okay. Even a fresh bike. Honestly, go all for fuck you. What are you doing? But yeah, so we had those, and then like he signs the Nike or whatever. And then I remember the first thing vividly that I had copped was his shoe wasn't out yet, his debut shoe, but then it came out with an Air Force One, and it was a crimson and gold Cavalier colorway with the LeBron hit on the back. Butter leathery, bro. That 03, 04 Air Force One. So low. So we go to the Dayton Mall, and I end up getting a pair, and I'm rocking them like with the jersey, because like you have a shoe out yet, so you were rocking the Air Force One. Like, this is like the LeBron PE right here. I think there's like only 3,000 pairs of those, which is crazy. I probably wouldn't have been able to even get those at a Dayton Mall if it wasn't like for being in Ohio. But yeah, so I copped those, and then he ends up coming out with the first generation. Now, let me tell you something. The first Bron is actually now at 33. I look back at this Zoom generation, I'm like, this is the best. This is probably the best model, because it's like okay, for example, when I move, the numbers change for me. Like a Jordan, I like the Jordan 3, right? For like the longest time, that was like my favorite Jordan. And like now at 33, it's not my favorite Jordan at all. Like I don't even think about that shoe. I think about like an 18 or like a 17 or 19 or like those higher numbers of Jordans. Those like mean more to me at 33 now than like a Jordan fucking 3 does, right? So it's a lot like this with Bron. Like I think at the time period, like a 7 or whatever was like my favorite shoe of Bron. But now that I'm 33 and I look back nostalgically, just overall, the 1 is like the dopest looking one. And they had the wheat joint that was super fire. So yeah, that was a good one. 2 was like this chunky, bulky situation, which I also loved. 3, I don't really think about 3 really at all, really. No, I don't fuck with 3. 4 was a great one. 4 was like, 2 pairs I think about the 4 was the gold all stars, like a gold and pink pair, I think, and then the graffiti, and then that came back, and then the what was the other? Oh, the Knicks. He had a Knicks colorway that was crazy. Really, the next one I think about is the 7 and the 8. The 8 was like the one, right? Like that was the one we were like, holy shit. This was the Grail. That was the South Beach. That was the China. I remember I had the Wolf Gray because then there was a V2 8. I mean, this was when we were copying basketball shoes. This was the last era. I know everybody wants to be on like they think they're on like these new basketball shoes. You're not, bro. I see y'all rocking the AEs. That's cool. Yeah, I fuck with that shoe. But like, other than that, it's like basketball shoes aren't coming back. Just stop. Just stop. So this is like when leather basketball shoe, right? So we're like, so the 8 South Beach, going for a band, this crazy shit. But and then the 9 was really the last LeBron that I visually could fuck with the silhouette at all, like at all. I stopped caring after the 9. And the 9 has great colorways. The 9 I don't look at it like silhouette wise and think it's a good shoe, but I look at it like uh it has like the cannon and the big bang and all these different colorways that are great. So yeah, man, 22 years since Bron signed to Nike. That's crazy, man. And I don't know any shoe after the 9. Really, I don't. I know like the Cork maybe 10. And I just stop. I don't pay attention to LeBron at all, bro. Oh, Fruity Pebbles on the 4s. Those are also back. But yeah, shout out Bron. NBA sucks. Never watching it now, but childhood figure for sure. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 2 of the motherfucking Pucks Out Here podcast. I appreciate everybody fucking with the boy. And if you're a real one, never in your life pull up the ugly duckling. Peace out, y'all.
Dude, I swear, there is this guy out of Dayton, Ohio. He goes by the name Puck. His podcast. What is it called? Look that fucking shit up, will you, Jamie? You dumb dick. Dude, Jamie, you have been pissing me off. Do you want me to black belt Brazil your dumb ass? I mean, honestly, dude, fuck you. Little pussy. No, Jamie, I have a question. Have you ever fucked a bad bitch? Tell me right now.
Exactly.
Then stop. Okay, there it is. It's called the Pucks Out Here podcast. Dude, this guy knows a ton of shit. I mean, we saw him slap the fuck out of a hater. I even called Dana. I said, dude, this big Puck guy, he has hands. We need this big fucking bastard in the octagon. But he didn't listen. Fuck him. Anyway. But I am telling you now, fucking aliens, planets, government, dude, all that shit is mind-numbingly boring in comparison to the mind of Big Pucky the God. So do yourself a fucking goddamn favor. Let the Puckster get you fucking right.
Look, bro, there is a guy out of Dayton, fucking Ohio. I think his name is Big Pucky, Big Puck, Puckster, Pucks Out Here, something like that. Right now, I won't even allow myself or my employees in the office to listen to anything else. Straight Puck Daddy running through the office Bluetooth. Even if these fuckers try to put their ear pods in and listen to something else, I connect and switch it back to Big Pucky. It is like, oh, you think you are about to play some fucking Billy Bob Eyelash or fucking Dave Chappelle Roan? Not fucking happening, bro. The Pucks Out Here podcast is how you build real soldiers. It is how you build real warriors, and that is what we'll be playing. I am so sick of you goddamn pussy boys. Have none of you ever done drugs? I swear it is like none of you have got hit in the face. Leave the wife, leave the kids. You need to dip the fuck out from that family. These people are haters. These people have no swag. Not to mention no fucking drip. They are holding you back from being a fucking boss. Ask yourself right now, do I want to be a lane for the rest of my life? And this shit stops now. The Pucks Out Here podcast on goddamn repeat. I mean, I want it playing until your ears bleed out of your motherfucking asshole. End of story.